Hi, Capricorn, Merry Meet, and welcome to your February 2018 Lovers reading. Is he or she the one? I'm so excited to be doing these readings for you guys. Now, disclaimer, if this reading doesn't resonate for you, you can go and look at your rising sign. You can always come and get a private reading, okay? If anything in the reading concerns you, I do also provide uh, cleanses, healing, protection, money spells, business success spells. So you guys can contact me about that. Okay. All right. The link to my website is below. Above all, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the thumbs up. Okay. So I am going to call to the spirits and spirit guides for the Capricorns for February 2018. What messages do you have for the Capricorn about their love relationship with their lover? Is lover the one? Is commitment or marriage a possibility with this person? Um, what works against the relationship? What is working for the relationship? Okay, advice for the Capricorn and advice for Capricorn lover. And what are you seeing as an outcome? Can or will Capricorn be happy with this person that they are with? You ever felt like you were with someone, but then it was like, oh no, they're not the one, and you kind of knew it? Eek. So anyway, let's see what's going on here. All right. Okay, so are they the one? The shadow side comes up. So they may possibly be the one, but somebody is obsessing over something. Maybe somebody's obsessing over something from the past, okay? Let me clarify what that is. Spirit, give me some clarity on that. Maybe somebody is obsessed with material items, with materialism, okay? Spirit, give me some clarity on this, okay? The Knight of Cups comes up, so this is either your lover. It's either lover is a water sign, or it's either a possible person that is attached to your lover. Okay, yep, I can see a couple of people coming up in this reading, and the Strength card. So your Earth, Capricorn, and there's water, air, and fire right here. So these three cards represent the shadow side. There's a water sign, which could AKA represent emotions. There's the King of Swords, which represents perception or thought process. And then there's the Strength card, which is fire energy. It represents love, but it also represents powers of the mind as well. Using power, using your own power. So to answer the question, are they the one? I feel as though they possibly could be, but there's definitely, what is all this? These either look like unhealthy attachments. Doesn't feel very good. Is commitment or marriage a possibility? Yes, but I feel like lover would have to get past either it could be energy that you're dealing with from an alcoholic, or somebody that had some bad emotional trauma. The Eight of Cups represents your life going in a more positive direction, and making some kind of life improvement could have to do with um, eating habits, drinking habits. So I feel like, yes, if somebody would get it together. What stands in the way of a relationship is the World card. So for a lot of you Capricorns, you got a lot of distance. If it's not physical distance, then your worlds apart. And to be honest with you, I feel as though for a lot of you Capricorns, Spirit, give me some clarity on the Hanged Man. Three of Swords. Goodness. And the Five of Swords. You carrying baggage around with you, Capricorn. It's not doing any good. I know that I wouldn't be in a relationship with you at this point. I wouldn't if you're carrying that kind of baggage. So what Capricorns need to do is they need to, there's a lot of inner conflict. A lot of inner conflict. And then also the Three of Swords represents some bad energy from a third party. Oh, goodness gracious. Um, what is working for the relationship would be the Nine of Wands. So just advice. Try not to get your hands and your feet muddy. There's a bad energy or spirit that's trying to keep one person from advancing. And see, I also think that this could be a situation to where maybe there's a power struggle happening within the relationship. Spirit, give me some clarity on this Eight of Cups. The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, the Knight. Yep. Page of Swords, Knight of Wands represents your desires, represents possible Capricorn desires or Capricorn's lover's desires, or maybe the desires being intermingled. The High Priest is representing sacred knowledge, things that you haven't discovered about yourself yet. There's also a problem with, oh goodness, there's a problem. Somebody's not accepting someone else's spiritual belief systems. Also, it could be. Or maybe they're just not mixing. What does the High Priest bring into the reading? What is he revealing? Show me, tell me what he's revealing, spirits. The Five of Cups. Bad energy and emotion that somebody could be carrying with them. The Five of Cups definitely does represent emotional baggage. So I feel like in the month of February, or maybe even right now, I'd have to cross-reference Capricorn's love reading. Capricorn lover comes up as the Nine of Swords. I feel like all in all, they are the one, to be honest with you, but I feel as though you're carrying so much baggage from the past, and even this could be coming from your root chakra. This could be coming from your own life, because you were a person before you met your lover and things were happening. This is stuff that probably was going on before lover. Okay. And I'm going to ask Spirit about the Nine of Swords. Spirit, give me some clarity on Capricorn's lover. Why the Nine of Swords? You got to repeat number 9. Feel like lover is definitely possibly a fire sign. Either fire, air, or earth, but a lot of fire here. I'm sorry, I almost said Scorpio. Capricorn lover. I feel as though your lover needs to protect themselves. I feel like they need protection. I feel like they need to build it's almost like the Nine of Swords is where it's a weaker version, some kind of weakness that they have, but the Nine of Pentacles coming right after that represents protection. It represents, not just protecting yourself like with a gun, but protecting yourself spiritually. The Page of Wands and then the Sun card. So I feel as though the Page of Wands could represent, lover either not communicating, or your lover has some really, really bad communication with, which means could be verbal abuse, possibly. Okay. The Sun card does represent success. So I feel like your lover is definitely stressed out about their career. And I feel like they're sort of stressing out for nothing, because the Sun card does represent success. So just as a cross watch, and then your outcome is the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like this represents growth. I feel like it represents change. Okay, change for the better. So can you be happy long term? Yes. However, Spirit, give me some clarity on Three of Pentacles. The Ace, the Seven, and the Eight of Wands. Oh, I've got to center myself with this reading, Capricorn. Goodness gracious. You need to release Capricorn, especially. Both of you, Capricorn and Lover. Feel like it's mainly on Capricorn side, though, because they got major arcana, the Hanged Man. Feel like there's something that you need to release out of your subconscious. There's subconscious thoughts, and see, you can release them through water cleanses. Okay, I do candle cleanses, just by the way. You can also release them through water, like taking cleansing baths, dunking your head underneath the water, imagining your problems, you know, being like right here, drinking some water and imagining them going down and coming out of your body. Imagining, you know what I mean? I mean, using your third eye. That's what the Strength card is about. That's what the High Priest is about. Visualization. So if you guys need help with that, you know where to contact me. I do provide spiritual counseling for people. Okay. Um, Seven of Cups. You've got some emotional confusion around your heart. Okay. And what this does, I feel like what this does to you, I feel like it causes you to be emotionally confused. I feel like it causes for you to not know which direction to go. And then the Eight of Wands is representing you sort of taking flight, taking off and going somewhere. And it represents hasty decisions. So I feel like you really need to release and process. Release, process, release, process. I feel like that's not what you're doing. But I feel like you could potentially be happy with this person, but it's really difficult because you're holding on to a lot of baggage. A lot of baggage, okay? What advice do you want me to give to the Capricorns about this Five of Swords? You got a repeating number 5. Oh, goodness. You got all 3 of the 5s, Capricorn. Don't worry about it. What I will tell you is that the Knight of Pentacles comes through right off the bat. He's talking about he's talking about your security. He's talking about grounding yourself. He's talking about feeling secure within yourself. So you've got some bad energy around your solar plexus, and the Five of Wands comes up. So there's definitely some inner turmoil or some inner conflict, and it's reflecting on the outside as well. But I'm sorry, give me a second. Okay, give me a second. Repeating number 5. Okay. There's 3 5s that showed up in your reading. Represents individualism, non-attachment, making important life choices, making positive choices, i.e. the 8 of Cups. Symbolizes progression, passion, okay? So it's a message that you need to break free from old restraints and constraints. Major life changes are in store for you in a very big way. Five of Wands could represent you taking your energy and possibly, wasting it on the past. I'm going to ask for advice on this Five of Wands. There's definitely some anger and some strife around you. Um, the Two of Wands comes up. Definitely dealing with energy from a possible twin flame situation. So whoever you're with, you're possibly with your twin flame right now, and it's really, really taking a toll on you, or you may even be separated from a twin flame. Whatever the rate is that love is not competition. Um, so I feel like for the Capricorn to get all of these cards, I feel like that is what's causing a lot of the issues. I feel like you definitely could use some kind of clearing. You need to you're gonna be clearing some stuff out. You have to. Now this Eight of Wands coming up is representing where you could be happy with this person, but I feel like you do the fight or flight thing, Capricorn. Okay, and then also possible it's where you're trying to make a decision and you end up not making a decision at all, sort of. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this reading helped you guys. Again, if you need some clarification, the link to my website is below. In all fairness, I will throw one last card as far as advice in February for Capricorn's current relationship. This is probably the longest. The Seven of Swords, it just gets worse. So there's some trust issues that are going to come up. So Capricorn, I feel like you're working through some issues within your relationship. Absolutely. I do see success, but you're going to have to go through a lot to get to wherever you're trying to get within this relationship, because you got all these sevens and repeating numbers coming up. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button, thumbs this reading up. And if you need a private reading or either spiritual advice, the link to my website is below. All right. Talk to you guys later. Blessed be.